Hey guys, what's going on? It is Ash here coming at you today with my top 4 most dominant attacks at Town Hall 8. We're going to go over an example of all 4 of these attacks, starting with a cold-blooded GoHoWi with Pekka here. Now, on all these replays at Town Hall 8, I'd strongly advise luring the clan castle or using a rage spell when you engage the clan castle with those wizards. Now, when you lure the clan castle nowadays, just go ahead and do what Little John here does from TalladegaNights. He goes ahead and he drops his golem. He waits till it's distracting the clan castle troops, whatever they may be, and then immediately he deploys a bunch of his wizards, and you need a bunch of them to take down the dragon and the balloon because they do take a little bit of time to acquire their target. Now from here on out, you make sure you want to save a few wizards as well because you need to create the funnel going into these bases. I've been saying it for years, but it's the the absolute number one paramount thing to all of these attacks to ensure that you're successful is make sure that you use your wizards very wisely to get whatever units you have, whatever your high DPS units in your kill squad are, whether they're Valkyries, which we'll cover soon, whether they're even miners, which we'll cover in a little bit. You need to make sure they go in the direction that you want them to head. Now, Little John here brings a max Pekka in the clan castle. Now, this will be the only Pekka appearance that we see in today's episode. I don't normally advise using a Pekka in the clan castle, even if it's max at Town Hall 8, and the reason being I think you can get a lot better value out of max Valkyries or max bowlers or max miners if you can get access to them. Now if you can't get access to them, go ahead and do what Little John here does and go for Pekka. Actually, I'd put max hogs as well over the Pekka, so the Pekka would really be my 4th option, but otherwise go ahead and use a Pekka. It's not the end of the world, and it has great synergy with heal spells as well. Attack number 2 is going to be Shattered GoVaWi. So basically 2 golems, a really nice spread. If you're going to use 2 golems on these attacks, you got to make sure that you bring enough wizards. That way you can create that nice wide funnel. And then what you can do is sneak in those wall breakers, drop your king, delay a little bit, make sure there's no distracting units outside the base, outside the perimeter of the base, and then drop all those Valkyries in. I mentioned on the first replay, you're either going to lure the clan castle or you're going to use rage when you engage it. Here you can see that the attacker Jord from SAC Kings Elite, he uses the rage spell when he's engaging the clan castle. That way those wizards can take it down before whatever's in that clan castle can take down your Valkyries. You gotta make sure you keep them alive, especially if you don't have those back-end hogs. Interesting here, Jordan goes ahead and uses another rage spell. I would use a heal spell there. Again, just kind of being nitpicky here. All these attackers are great and they do a great job, but I'm just trying to give a little slight alterations that I would do if I was, in hindsight actually, if I was going to execute these attacks. And moving right along to attack number 3, today we're going to share some cold-blooded GoHoWiWi. And you guys know what that means. That means we have witches, ladies and gentlemen. So witches aren't completely useless, but however, they would be number 5 in the pecking order, at least for me, as far as what I would like in my clan castle. Obviously, you guys know that level 3 witches and level 1 and 2 witches were nerfed so that those skeletons no longer trigger giant bombs. However, witches are pretty useful. Actually, any max troop, not gonna lie, is pretty useful in the clan castle at Town Hall 8. They come down to Town Hall 8 and they really dominate because these max level troops really are intended, obviously, for Town Hall 9, 10, and 11. Speaking of max bowlers, max miners, and max witches, specifically at Town Hall 11. So when you can get those top tier troops at Town Hall 11 in your clan castle here, they can be effective no matter what they are. So as you can see here, this is a very simple attack. The witch, you know, she does her thing, but again, I mean, you want max Valkyries in the clan castle. You want max bowlers in the clan castle. Those are the type of troops that can really wreck these bases. But otherwise, this attack is really nice, just speaking from a fundamental aspect. You can see that he created a nice, easy funnel for the witches to get into the core, and then he deployed the hogs. Altogether, I prefer a little bit more of a surgical deployment, but you can't argue with the results here. Very, very nice attack against a decent anti-3-star base at Town Hall 9. Guys, we're going to go ahead and end with a fun attack using GoVaHo with miners. Now, again here, a very nice funnel created by Rosie. It's going to be 2 golems used. Another mention here is that when using Valkyries, I prefer 2 golems. When using just hogs and wizards, I only use 1 golem at Town Hall 8. So the reason being basically is because you need a nice spread on the golems. You need to make sure you nail that funnel on the entry point when you're using a lot of Valkyries. When you're just using your Barbarian King and a few wizards and you're relying more on the hogs, then having 2 golems is a little bit of a waste of troop dedication to that, or troop capacity I should say, dedicated to the first phase of the attack to the kill squad. You can see here Rosie going ahead and using the miners. Ooh, miners are so good. If you can get your hands on some max miners at Town Hall 8, they can totally wreck a base on their own, and it's kind of rare just having a clan castle troops on their own be able to take out so much real estate on these bases, but that's definitely the case with miners. So guys, notably missing from today's video is dragon attacks. Now, dragon attacks are certainly dominant and effective at Town Hall 8, there's no denying that. However, I'm not a big fan of air attacks at Town Hall 8. I mean, you're using almost exclusively dragon attacks at Town Hall 7, and then when you graduate to Town Hall 8, in my mind, I think that you should use dragon attacks at first because that's all you have leveled up, obviously, but then you should really get to work on those hogs, and then you should get right into these ground attacks, these a little bit more sophisticated, more strategical attacks with these hog attacks. It will really get you prepped up nicely for what lies down the road for you at Town Hall 9, where you really rely heavily on ground attacks. Not to say that La Lune isn't a thing, but let's be honest, even a GoHo attack at Town Hall 8 is going to help you prep better for a La Lune attack versus just a spam drag attack. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode, trying to give my Town Hall 8 friends out there a little bit more love. Guys, thanks for staying all the way to the end. If you made it, let me know in the comments below. Guys, thanks, and as always, take care, guys.